Hey guys, welcome back to Safe Haven Valley Workbench. This week's video, I'm showing you what I'm doing for the roofing and what I'm using and kind of the prep that I do to get it ready. And then also I got a few new things I want to share that I got for the usage on the workbench. Um, So yeah, let's get right into it. In the last video, last week, I was going over buildings, and this week I managed to get the roofs installed. At this point, we have all the windows and doors done and everything. And I decided that instead of using the paper cedar, I'm going to use real cedar, right? And this is just basically cigar cedar paper. I got it off of Amazon. Just look up cigar paper, cedar paper roll or whatever. It's very, very, very thin. It's good. It works for me. It may not be for everybody. I did find another place you could get this stuff, and it's virtually the same stuff, pretty much. It's cedar. It's a different type of cedar, but Sierra Scale Models cedar shingle sheets. You get 5 sheets. Gives you instructions on how to directions for use. If you're not familiar with it, it gives you the instructions. I got several of this as well, but I like this. I like this stuff. It's pretty thin. The thing with this stuff is that I do not weather or anything until it's on the building. Just because of how thin it is, I want to get it on and set. So then I will go on and do almost a dry stain or a dry brushing effect. It doesn't take a whole lot of, it absorbs quickly, and all that. So what did I do for this? Well, what I did is on my mat here, I just took the sheet. Let's see if I can get the numbers here. I took the sheet, laid it down, and then just took, 5 centimeters and cut strips into 5 centimeters. That's what I did. And then I took, I'm going to finish this. I will show you what I'm doing. So I'm making them about 5 centimeters in width, like these strips here. Come on, work with me. All right, so these strips are 5 centimeters in width, and then to cut out the shake, I am just putting it right where I want it, and it's approximately, about 6 or so. I'm not really, to have a random shake, you can customize it to the length, but I set the width at 5. So I'm going to go right about, 7. I just take my blade and just cut it. And now I got a pile of shingles, shake shingles. And I'm going to do that again. And I do it kind of in a random cut so that you get the random shake effect with this real cedar. And it will come down to whatever your preference is. There's no, I don't use this stuff in every application. Sometimes the tar paper roofing works, which there are things that I am going to be doing and doing little how-tos. I have a couple of things I want to do, but I'm going to be putting all that together. I'll give you more information about that at the end of the video. But for now, we are just going to cut these. And I am going to just show you how I start to install these. Now, I'll use all these, and then I'll go have extras. Sometimes I will cut these down to N scale and have a bunch of them ready to go, and that kind of thing. So, all right, now that you've seen what I did to, or I've gone over what I did, basically, to recap, these lines are about 5 centimeters or so. I just take my little paper here and I just line it up, really. So at the top here, there's a number, and at the bottom, there's a number. And I just take my ruler. Say I want to do 160. I'll just take it and put it right on 160. Or just right underneath at like 159, so that my blade will hit 160, or I go up to 165 or whatever. Well, then I can cut a straight line right down, and that's how I got my 5 centimeters. And then I cut them random lengths. So that's how I do these shingles. Now, let's get some glue here. I'm a little sore today. I got my updated doctor appointment yesterday. I got my vaccination shots. Mainly, I got my flu shot and my tetanus shot yesterday, and one in each shoulder, and so my shoulders are pretty sore because I had to go to work afterwards, and so using my muscles just made it even worse. So, but we're gonna get through this. Okay, so I got some tacky glue. Get a toothpick here. And I pretty much apply this the same way I do other roofing. We'll go all the way in here. So what I do is I just take some glue, now this stuff is so thin you don't need a whole lot of glue, but you know, you want enough to where you know it's not coming off either. Alright, so you take that amount of glue, and what I like to do is I like to take just the blade and use a blade, and I then place it where I want it. And then I move it right into where I want it. And the first row, you want everything to match. Because when you go down the second row, you know, you can offset it. Now, the nice thing about this is that if it doesn't turn out the way I want it, I can always redo it. And you're like, well, what are you going to do for the end there? What do you mean? What am I going to do? I'm going to do exactly what I just did. The nice thing about this stuff is that I can do that. And then that little piece I can use later down on the rest of part of the roof. Now I just do the same thing. Now I need to come down about halfway. Or so. Because that's what we do in roofing in real life. We overlap. I've helped my uncle do roofing a lot when I was growing up. I didn't do cedar roofing. My uncle has, but I did composition part of it. So now what I like to do is I like to find my seams, and I just come down here and just put it right where I want it, and then just move it right up into place. I start on the first seam, and I go and I just keep going across. Just like this. And it really doesn't matter how it comes out. So now I have a little space there and then a space there. So what I do is I finished off the row. Like that. You see what I'm saying? It's just as easy as doing the other shingles. In fact, I like this a little better because these shingles are more pliable. Yeah, they're more fragile. But it's all cool. Now you're probably wondering why I'm doing it this way. Well, why are you not doing this? Well, this stuff is like really, really thin, like I said. So you can't really do anything with it until you get it applied. Now, like I said, I've used this stuff before. I've dry brushed. I've dry brushed chalks just to weather it. I don't know how I'm gonna do the aging on this one this time. I really don't know. I could not tell you just yet. So now you just find your seam. Right here. Bring it down. And you just keep going. keep working at it. Now, okay. Now I could have gone a little more smaller on the on things here, but because of the way it has the green in it, I'm thinking I could get away. I'm able to get away with it. Now I ran into a small little thing here on the end where I'm out of glue. Just put a little dab of glue on there. I take a smaller piece that I cut off earlier. Let that set a minute. Start the next row. Doesn't take a whole lot of glue for this stuff because it's really thin, so we're pretty good here. So what I'm going to do is okay, we'll pick that one up later. The hobby knife comes in handy for this stuff. It really does. And if you find that it's too thick of pieces, you can always just trim them down. Now, I mean, you got to make it realistic. You got some pretty wide pieces on shakes. So if you look at a shake, they're all not the same size. They're random. So, come on. There we go. And then I will get a piece. Stick one over here. Then I just keep going. And as I go up, I just make sure I trim So this is kind of what it looks like. And the reason why I should be able to get away with this because I do have natural grain and the slants in it, so it will give a natural appearance of thin and automatically. and whatnot. Yeah, I probably could have narrowed this down just a little bit more. I would have to agree with you there. Um, but you know what? I'm just running with it on this build this time. I am shooting from the hip and just seeing what the outcome is. So, like I said, not a whole lot of glue. Um, and I find you always want to cover up seams. And if it has a split and it breaks, oh well. Again, this is not an overcomplicated process. So this is what I do when I install this type of shingle. I call this scratch built made shingle. That's exactly what I basically did. And they're fun, and you can do a lot with these. You can do them any way you like. It gives you a sense that you are able to be creative, and then you can create a shingle that works great for you. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about these. You can, you don't have to worry about screwing things up because shingles are not these shingles are not perfect. See, I got a little split. Right there. Who cares? And you can angle a shingle. You can do what you want to do as you do it. And I love doing that because then, say, okay, I can go like this. Say I wanted to go like that. And then I take the next one and I just go right over the top of that. you know, anything will look good. So just take your time. Just take your time. All I can suggest is just, it's not worth rushing. Or anything like that. There we go. Now, there you go. Your roof, the roof, we're going to stop there on this. That's how I do mine. And as you can see, you got the variances in the, and the characteristics in the shakes. You got a little bit of offsets, little angles. You got all kinds of things that can happen to make it look more natural. Use that to your advantage. You got flaws in this, like you got cracks there. You got cracks in regular shingles, you know. So use this stuff to your advantage. Create something. You know, do what you have to do. We're gonna stop there for now. I just wanted to show you how I do them. These are custom shingles. And I wanted to go over a couple things I got. I got a pack of this. This is supposed to represent leaves. It's from Misni Afur. And they have different colors. They have, you know, green. I got the fall colors. Because it's just a natural blend. So I got that. And then also I got me some, these are called Diamond. You can't really see it. You can't really see it on here because but it says Diamond Files. This is a file set. These are it's a 10-piece set. Just a wide variety, and as you can see, you got the file tips. You got rounds, diamond, all kinds of angles, and so and flat. So this is really going to advance my my just filing just weird spots in my builds as I build. So these are kind of cool. I'm looking forward to using these. Then I got me a nice pack of brushes. These are actually called, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if I can zoom in on this for you guys. See if I can't. I'm gonna go ahead and, I gotta open these anyway, so I'm gonna pull one out and see if I can't show you the brand name. There you go. Is ZIYOUZHE. Right there. And this is an 11-piece set. I've got, and they have they're just fine tips. As you can see, these are the tips. And I got them because, I got a whole set. I got a whole pack for, paints. I got another, these are another set of brushes I just picked up. Kind of the same. But these are, there's no name on these ones. They're kind of the same. But this one is like this one here. You have 5 zeros on it, you know, and look how small these tips are. So you're probably wondering, why do I have these? Well, when I have a lot of us right here. Well, I've gotten to the point where I feel I'm better at modeling, and I want really good brushes. And I do have a really nice paintbrush set down here already. So now I have 3 good sets of paintbrushes. And I got these I got from Frank at Mud Creek Models. They're weathering brushes. So these are for my stains. I have stain brushes right here. I got my dry brushing for weathering. And then I got my paints. And then I got my one over here. I got my separated paintbrushes for red paint. Red is a nightmare color. It will stay in your brushes forever and paint your paint with whatever you are doing. So, and then let's see, what was there? Was there one other thing? I think that was it. I can't come. I'm not thinking of anything else. Oh, I did bring out my little visor. Vision visor. This thing needs some batteries in it, but it has a LED light, and then it helps magnify. Comes with a cloth, and then you just have these lens magnifiers, and they just clip in. I mean, literally, you can just go snap in, snap out. You just put these on, and then you just put this over, and then you're able to see right down over your work, like sunglasses. It magnifies where you're at. And this goes all the way up to like 5, I believe. So this is my new best friend, and because I do what I have to do to get my modeling done. We all know that routine, right? So anyway, there was one other thing I was going to go over. Yes, so those are the new tools that I've gotten from my bench. on top of giving me a pack of my blades for my chopper. That's pretty much about it. For tools this week, I don't have anything else right now that I can think of. So we are going to end it with that. Other than I'm going to be doing some how-tos coming up. A lot like what you saw today, I did my how-to on how I do my shingles on this project. There's just a few things that I want to do and show. So we are going to work on that. I don't know what kit I'm going to do next. So I haven't really decided. I mean, I still have Joe's Place and a couple others, but with my current job schedule, I'm not getting a whole lot of bench time, so I think I'm going to try to do some how-tos in the meantime while I decide what project I want to tackle next. So with that, we're going to call it a wrap today. Guys, I just want to say thank you for all your guys' support and encouragement. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers to the channel, a lot of good comments and support regarding what I do. I am getting more and more involved with train shows here on the West Coast. I've had to do some digging to find them, but they are there. They are few and far in between. So I'm just keeping my eye out on that. That's hobby related. But the reason why is because I've had several people come across and just say, wow, you should do show contest. You know, a lot of people are really impressed with how my builds are coming together. There's been a few that's been watching from a distance that from the beginning and have really stepped out to let me know, you know, hey, you know, you should do some contest builds and stuff like that. So I may be entering in a couple of my builds here and there, maybe for that, but primarily I'm just enjoying this hobby and just connecting myself with all you out there. I thank you for all the love and support in the hobby and the encouragement. I try my best to listen and try off camera techniques that are given to see if it's something that I'm able to do or if it's something I need to work on or whatever, just to better me in the hobby. Again, I want to elaborate. I don't do a lot of editing to my videos. What you see is pretty much what it is. I don't have a lot of time to edit videos. I don't want to spend a lot of time editing videos. I just focus mostly on sharing. Yes, I have had my issues with my camera not wanting to stay focused. I'm hoping that problem is resolved. I got better lighting now on my bench to make things more visible. So hopefully things will pan out and get better in that regard. But I don't really spend a lot of time on editing my videos. I just want to record a video, throw it up on the channel, and hope everything goes good. I don't get paid to do this. I do this in my own time. And personally, if you're a person that feels that it needs to be better, well, you know what? You can continue to feel that way because, you know, I do this on the fly. I don't do it as a set schedule. I don't have scripts. I don't do a lot of editing. I just throw up what I'm working on as a project when I have time to do it. You know, I have a full-time job and I have my daughter and you know, I have family stuff going on. So the time I do this, I just do it. I don't take a lot of extra time and whatnot. I just share what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And the support I get in the feedbacks keeps me going forward. It keeps bringing me back to the bench. It keeps bringing me back to do a video and showing what I'm doing. And I love seeing the same for you guys. There's a lot of you out there that do videos too. So I do watch them, and I do pick up tips that you guys share. If I have questions, I do try to ask, and I learn in my own way. This is only going on. I've only been doing modeling going on a little over 2 years now. I've been in the hobby longer, but I've only been doing the structure stuff for the last couple of years. So, and I'm always trying to advance what I have on my bench. I'm always trying to advance what I have available to do builds. So thank you very much for all what you guys do in support of me and sharing. I look forward to seeing what you guys do, posting on Facebook or comments on the channel. So continue to bring that in. It only helps keep me motivated to go forward, and also do what I can to make things good for you for the hobby. There's a lot of people that are new that have given me comments, messaged me and saying thank you. That really helped. I'm new, and I've even given a few tips on what I've learned to people who are new, and that's great. It just feels good to be immersed in the hobby and just being able to answer questions from my experience and what I think to help better someone else's projects down the road, no matter what it is. So thank you. Keep things rolling out there. Be safe. Have fun. I know this video is about 40 some minutes in now. It's been a while since I did a longer video like this, so I'm going to cut it off now. Again, thanks for everything you guys do to keep me motivated. Take care, and we'll see you later this week or beginning of next week for the next video, where I will have the shingles on and weathered, and then we will start doing a little more with the add-on and going down that path. So until then, you guys take care. Have a safe week. All right. Ciao.